well, I can't because I sit on the Mayor's Council, so we don't appeal. So the board's separate, and this is part of the problem. The board is separate. It's made up of individuals from across the region, and the only place delegations can go is to that board. They don't even come before us.
Could you arrange that for us to go?
I can do that. I can absolutely do that, and I'll give you this the backup information that I have from trying to get this done prior. So I can absolutely do that.
Could any of the councillors do it on our behalf?
No.
Is there a reason why not?
Well, they would just have the same status as you, no different from me.
And how back in 2003, when you sent the letter to, or council sent the letter to restrict the truck route that time, why can't a new letter be sent in now? It's 2011, which is 8 years down the road.
Yeah, you know what? And you and I talked about that, and there's no reason why we can't do that, because here's my position on this. Like I said, I've been living there for 21 years. I know exactly the shaking of the house, the whole 9 yards. So, we can absolutely send on behalf of council a letter to TransLink outlining what the issues are. Because I do believe that if we have that interchange at 16th and we have the off-ramp at 24th, that is going to be significant in terms of cross-traffic. The tandem trucks that are on here, and we've got the Ministry of Transportation to get those off 32nd, so that's happening as well. But yeah, that would be no problem. We can, I'll give you this correspondence, and we can certainly send a letter under my signature on behalf of you, absolutely.
But Madam Mayor, the citizens here, we have no compromise on 32nd Avenue.
No trucks on 32nd.
Well, that's a TransLink decision. That's not ours. We can advocate on behalf of you. We can request on behalf of you. To put a delegation before the board, that can occur.
And the letter we have from TransLink sends it back to you again. We're not politicians here. All we know is what we have on 32nd Avenue.
Right.
We
Yeah.
want to rectify it.
Yeah.
So, with due respect, Madam Mayor, we look to you to solve this for us because it was the city that created it. So basically, we need you now to amend what happened.
Right. So we can advocate on your behalf to TransLink. Yes.
Could you give us a timeline on this?
Well, I mean, we're doing some of it right now. We've ceased the widening, and then we can definitely send a letter over the next day or two.
I can safely say that the citizens here and all along 32nd Avenue will not want anything done to 32nd Avenue. We want to see 16th and 24th or whatever you need to do, but we do not want 32nd Avenue.
And it would be really helpful in terms of sending emails to Minister Blair Lekstrom in terms of the interchange at 16th, because we're waiting for their funding to come to the table to do that.
And the challenge of that, we just keep on going around in a circle. It's 5 months since and we appreciate being here and we acknowledge that, but this has taken 5 months to get here, to deal with the provincial government and whoever else in TransLink and all this big circle of people that we don't know who they are. We're not getting any further other than we do not know.
Well, we've done significant work. We've taken this issue, and like I said, I mean, this has been going on for quite some time. And, we're working with the ministry, we're working with the ministry staff, and TransLink is the next, the TransLink board, so we can certainly do that for you.
And my other question is, how did you feel listening to these people today, giving their 24-hour-a-day experience?
Oh, you know what, I absolutely understand that. Like I say, I live on 176. I know exactly what my house shakes, the windows rattle, I can't sit outside. I get exactly what you're going through.
These people only have a 4.5-meter backyard.
Right.
To a 5-acre backyard.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah, fair enough.
Before we put Madam Mayor, is there any questions that people would want me to address up here?
In the interest of time, Councillor Rizzotti.
Thank you, and I first of all want to applaud the delegation for coming before us. I know that I sit on the Transportation Committee, Councillor Bose is the chair of that committee, and I know that we've addressed this issue. We didn't go far enough as a Transportation Committee, so I thank you for coming before all of Council, because I know, like you said, Pauline, you've been trying to work on this for 5 months. So thank you for taking the time out and making a presentation to all of my colleagues today. And I make a commitment to you as a member of the Transportation Committee. I'd like to ask staff to keep this item as an ongoing agenda item on our committee meetings until we get some resolve for all of the residents in this neighborhood. We have made commitments to you today that we will monitor through our Transportation Committee, which is to cease the widening, which is to lobby TransLink, which is to work with Metro Vancouver. Councillor Hafner has raised the issue of the testing at the Metro Regional Board level, and we will lobby other levels of government. We ask of you to continue what you've done with us, which is work in partnership. And that partnership needs to happen with both the provincial and federal levels to get funding for the exchanges. It's to work with Metro Vancouver and to work with other agencies to make sure that we get you what you want. All of us are committed. I think we will have unanimous support on your issue. We've walked it, we've sat with you, we've been in your homes, and I thank you because, you know, I feel a little sorry that it took all of council to address this issue, and we should have addressed it sooner at transportation.
Councillor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And just while the delegation is here, I wanted to acknowledge at the regional level, and both that and at the UBCM conference, the hard work that our mayor did. And I think we had 3 meetings with the Minister of Transportation, but it came as a bit of a surprise, as I recall one of those meetings, relative to the guidelines that you acknowledged were put out for development for truck routes. And that was actually done by the Ministry of Environment. And I think, Madam Mayor, that you have asked the ministry, both ministries, to do some clarification around that, because it makes absolutely 100% zero sense. So we are working on what does that mean, and given that those guidelines exist, what are cities supposed to do? So just so you know, that has not been a forgotten element within this. And as Councillor Roussody acknowledged, regionally we are also asking for wherever trucks go, that the particulate from diesels that they reduce the allowed particulate from diesels, so that any kind of diesel truck has to be at a newer level truck. And I mean, and that may mean nothing if there were no trucks on 32nd, but it will mean something throughout the entire city. So the issue of diesel trucks is also on the Metro Vancouver agenda as well. So thank you for bringing that up as an issue today.
So, Councillor Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I just want to also thank everyone for being here and bringing this to all of our attention, even though we've known for this area to be a problematic area. I too live in the area, and in fact, so I'm going to make this short because in the interest of time, I was happy to hear that the gravel trucks are going to be stopped by the end of October, so that will lessen the truck traffic. But I was also going to ask the engineering department to maybe look at that intersection on 156th and 32nd. Because of the traffic congestion, I think we might maybe try and look at a stoplight, on a 4-way stoplight.
No.
Well, you know what? Trying to turn left, just help me out here. If I'm going up 156 and I'm trying to turn left, right is not so bad. If I'm trying to turn left on 32nd, I could be sitting there for. That's what I'm saying. If we had a stoplight, if we had an intersection stoplight, it will allow us, as people from Carrington, people that are living on even the opposite side of 32nd, to be able to maneuver on 32nd a little bit easier.
In the interest of time, just Councillor Steele for closing comments, please.
Yes, I just wanted to say that I have not been in any of your houses, and I apologize for that, although I live way up north and maybe it was forgotten or people thought I wasn't interested. I am interested. I drive down there all the time. I live in the city centre, so I know part of what you speak of, and I think it's a very serious concern, and I just want everybody to know that I support your endeavours and everything that's happening here. And anybody that wants to invite me down at any time to hear what's going on, I'd be more than pleased to attend.
We did invite you with all due respect. We invited everyone.
I'm sure you probably have. And I was president of UBCM, so I apologize for not attending, but I have been listening to my colleagues and I am concerned. And
I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for coming out today, and just to set your mind at ease, there is no plans for any incinerators. So saying that being said, if I could have someone adjournment.